Hey everyone, today we're going to be talking about how to use the C major scale to learn the fretboard. So, first, what is the C major scale? We're going to start on a C note that is on the first fret of the B string, and we're going to go up like this. Play C, then take a whole step. That lands you on D, then take another whole step. That's E, then a half step. That's F, then another whole step. That's G, then another whole step. That's A, then another whole step. That's B, then we finish it off with a half step to get back to C. So, the major scale is a whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. And the C major scale is the only one that has all the natural notes, so no sharps, no flats. And what we're going to do is we're going to use that scale to learn the fretboard by playing it in different locations. So we're going to start in open position. That's over here and around the first fret. And our C note is going to be right there with the ring finger on the third fret. It's going to look like this. Now when you practice this, make sure you say the name of the note as you go up. So say C, say D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and then go backwards as well. So that's really important because you want to really solidify where these notes are on the fretboard. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to connect each one of these C scales as we go up. So the next one is going to start on the same C, but we're going to use the middle finger. This one's going to look like this in second position. Make sure you're using the correct fingers and you're not shifting unless you have to. Okay, and of course there are notes that are below and above this C. A lot of people might think of this as the caged system, but right now don't worry too much about that. Just learn the shape from C to C, so the major scale in one octave. Okay, so now we're actually going to move up to another octave on that same C, the C that we left off on. So this shape starts with the index finger on the G string, and that's kind of how I categorize these, is by what finger and what string. So here's the next one. Okay, so we end with the pinky on a high C. Now the next shape is going to be with the pinky on the low E, same fret. And this one is going to look like this. Now in this one you could have grabbed that B note directly behind the C as well if you wanted to shift. So that's up to you if you can't get that stretch. But here it is again. And that connects directly into the one that we just did, the previous C major scale, starting on the G string. So now let's move forward. That same C note on the E string, we're going to move our middle finger to that note. And it's going to look like this. Okay, notice that's the same fingering as the one from the A string with the middle finger. Okay, let's move forward. So now we're going to start from that C that we just left off on with the pinky this time. Okay, now remember, you should be saying the name of these notes as you play them. That's really important to actually learn the notes of the fretboard. Okay, so let's move forward. The same C that we just played, we're going to move our middle finger to that one. So middle finger D string this time, and it looks like this. This one looks very similar to the other ones that started with the middle finger, but there's a shift because we crossed the B string. So here it is again. Pay attention to that shift. Okay, and then we have one more. So where this pinky landed, that is another C. And this one is actually the same as the first one, the open one, but there's no open string. So it's going to feel a little bit different. We're actually going to start with our pinky down on the A string, and it looks like this. Okay, now that's the last one. After that, it restarts. So you can move your middle finger to where that pinky was and start over again, just like you were playing down here on the third fret. Okay, it's the same shape. And depending on how many frets you have, you can keep on going. So this is the first step to learning the notes of the fretboard. And I think it's much easier to do this rather than trying to just memorize all the notes, including the sharps and the flats, because this is a little bit more musical. We've all heard this scale before. It's everywhere. So it's a very easy thing to kind of wrap your ear around. And once you get the fingerings down, there's only a few different fingerings, so it makes that a little bit easier. And then, of course, you can move this to other keys and do other scales, okay? But even if you just practice the C major scale up and down the fretboard like this, you can then move a note up to make it sharp or move a note down to make it flat, and then you have all your notes right there. Okay, so I hope this helped. If you're interested in a PDF and more, you can check out my Patreon. I'll have a link in the description below. Thanks for watching.